Hello friends, welcome to Intellective Tech. So in this video we will solve one question, that is weird elevator of Hack with InView practice module. Okay, so let's see the problem, then we will move to the solution and we will see the solution in Java and Python both. Okay. A multi-story building has several floors. Each floor has an elevator. You are given two integers x and y. The elevators in the building have a system with the following rules. So there is some rules in the elevator which is in the building. So let's see the rules. From any floor number A, you can only move to the floors numbered A by P, where P is a prime factor of A, that is smaller than a given number M. So M will be provided by the user. So let's suppose we are at floor number 20. Okay. So you can move to the floor number A by P. And what is P? P is a prime factor of A. That is, P is a prime factor of 20 and which is smaller than a given number M. So M is given by the user in input. Okay, so let's suppose here is M, that is 10. Okay, so P is a prime factor of A which is less than M. So how many primes are possible which is less than 10? There are only 4 primes. Okay, so if you see in these 4 primes, 2 and 5 is factor of 20. So from 20 you can go to 20 by 2, that is 10th floor. Okay, or you can go to 20 by 5, that is 4th floor. Okay. Okay, so I hope rule 1 is clear to you, that is how we are moving from one floor to another floor. Okay, so let's see the rule 2. So it is saying the elevator takes exactly 1 second to move to another floor. So in previous example we have seen we are going from 20 to 20 by 2, that is 10th floor. Okay, so from 20 to 10th it will take 1 second. Okay, if you want to go further, so we will divide it by 2 because 2 is a prime factor of 20 and which is less than 10, because in previous our M value is 2. So we will go at 5th floor, so it will also take from 10 to 5th, it will take 1 second. So from 20 to 5th floor it will take 2 seconds. Okay, let's see the third rule. So it is saying only one elevator can move at a time. What it? So question is asking, write a program to find the minimum time required to move from X to the white floor of the building. Okay, so let's see the input format. So first line will be T, that is number of test cases. Next T line will be 3 space separated integer, that is X, Y and M. So X and Y is the floor number and M is the value that we have discussed here. Okay, so output format, in output for each test case print two space separated integers in a single line, that is the time taken to meet and the floor number at which you meet. In case it is not possible, print -1. Okay, so the first value in output format will be the time taken to meet and the second value will be the floor number. Okay, so I hope this is clear. So let's see the constraints. So in constraints, so T value will be minimum 1 and maximum it can be 100, and xy will be minimum 1 and maximum it will be the 10 to the power 9, and the M value will be maximum 10 to the power 6, that is 1 million. Okay, so these are some sample input. In first line there is a test cases, and in next three line there is x, y and m values. Okay, so if you observe the first test case, that is x value is 20, y value is 16 and m value is 10. Okay, so let's write here x value is 20 and y value is 16 and m value is 10. Okay, so we can move from x to x by p floor. Okay, where p is a prime factor of x and which will be less than 10. Okay, so how many primes are possible which is less than 10? That is only 4 primes. Okay, that is 2, 3, 5 and 7. So if you observe, so only 2 is factor of 20, that is 2 and 5. Okay, so let's write here 2 and 5. If you talk about 16, so if you want to move from 16 to any number of floor, so same condition will apply with 16 also. So there is only 2 which is prime factor of 16 and which is less than m, that is 10. Okay, so we will go from y to any floor, so we will go y to 16 by 2, that is 8th floor. So we can go to 16 to 8th floor. So if we can move from 20 to 10th or 20 to 4th, so we will not meet in first second, because white floor move to 8th floor, that is from 16 to 8, and from here we are moving from 20 to 10th, or we can move from 20 to 4th floor. Okay, so let's divide it again by 2, because 2 is also prime factor of 8. Okay, and which is less than m, so we will get 4. So in 2 seconds from 16 to 4th floor, so it will take 2 seconds from moving 16 to 4th floor. Okay, if we divide here 20 by 5, so we will also get 4. That means it will take 1 second to move from 20 to 4th floor. Okay, so total time will taken to meet, that is 3 seconds. From 16 to 4 it will take 2 seconds, and from 20 to 4 it will take 1 second. So total time will 3 and floor number is 4. So output will be 3 and a space floor number, that is 4. If you observe your input set, so whatever the x and y value will be, it will meet to the GCD of x and y floor. Okay, so you can see that the floor number, that is x value is 20 and y value is 16. So GCD of 20 and 16 is 4. Okay, so it will meet to fourth floor. If you observe the second input, so GCD of 100 and 120 will be 20. Okay, so meeting floor will be 20 in this input set. If you observe this one, so GCD of 160 and 100 is also 20, so the meeting floor will be 20. So one thing it has been clear from here, that is whatever the value of an x and y will be, so meeting floor will be GCD of x and y. So we will find the value of GCD x and y, so we will get the floor number where it will meet. So I hope you have cleared till now. So let's see the approach how we will solve this problem. Okay, let's follow some steps to solve this problem. So as we have discussed in previous slide, that is the maximum test cases will be 100 and minimum it can be 1, and value of x and y will be 10 to the power 9, maximum 10 to the power 9 and minimum it can be 1, and the same with m. So it can be maximum 10 to the power 6 and minimum it can be 1. Okay guys, so what we will do, we will first find all primes between 1 to 10 to the power 6, so that we don't need to find with another test cases if the test cases is greater than 1. Okay, because you can see here the test cases can, maximum test cases can be 100, so we don't need to find for another test cases. So first we will generate the prime numbers between 1 to 10 to the power 6 and we will store that into a list, so that we can reuse that for all test cases in a particular input file. So I will show you how you can find the primes between 1 to 10 to the power 6 in minimum time. Okay, so don't worry about that, forget that, we will see it. Okay, let's come to second step. So we have already discussed it. Find the GCD of x and y, then you will get the floor number. Okay, so let's suppose our x value is 20. In previous case x value was 20, y value was 16 and m value was 10. Okay, so GCD of 20 and 16 will be 4. Okay, you all know how to find GCD, we will see it in program. Okay, so GCD of 20 and 16 is 4. So what, and the next step it is saying divide x by floor number, you will get a value, let's say x factor. So the floor number we have get, that is 4, so we will divide it by 20, x by 4, that is 20 by 4, that we will get 5. Divide y by floor number, you will get a value, let's say y factor. So it is x factor, let's say it is x factor, and y factor will be 16 by 4, that is 4. Okay, so till now we get two values, that is 5 and 4. Then what we will do next, we have x factor, that is 5, and y factor, that is 4. Okay, so what that means, so the value of x is 20 and the value of y is 16. So if we will divide 20 by 5, that is x factor, so we will directly move to the floor, meeting floor, that is 4. Okay, so 20 by 5, you know, 4. Okay, and if you will divide 16 by y factor, so y factor is 4, so 16 by 4 is 4. So we can move to floor number 4. But the problem is, according to rule 1, from any floor number A, you can only move to the floors number A by P, where P is a prime factor of A, that is a smaller than given number. So here you can see that this is P, okay, and this is floor number A. So this is a prime factor of 20, that is A, and which is less than 10. So this is okay, we can divide 20 by 5 and we can directly go to the meeting floor. So this satisfies the following rules, that is rule number 1. Okay, and if you see this one, so this is 16 and this is 4, so this is not a prime number but it is less than 10. Okay, so what we will do, we will split it into prime number. So if we will multiply 2 into 2, so we will get 4. Okay, so if we will divide 16 by 2 one time, so we will get 8, and we will again divide 8 by 2, so we will get the meeting floor, that is 4, and this is satisfying the condition. That means from 16 to 4th floor we will take 2 seconds, and from 20 to 4th floor we will take 1 second. So the answer will be total time it will take to meet, that is 3, and the floor number we have already find from here, that is GCD of x and y, that is 4. So how we will find the time, so whatever the value of x factor and y factor will be, so we will find the factor of it in primes. Okay, so 5 is also a prime, so we don't need to find the factor of primes because it is already satisfying the condition, that is rule 1. And if you talk about 4, so factor of 4 in primes, that is 2 into 2. So how many factor we have, that is 3. That means from x to 4 and from y to 4, total time it will take to meet, that is 3 seconds, because we have three factors. So we will just count the factor of this value, that is 5 and 4, we will get the time, and we have already find the floor number, that is 4, so we will print 3 and 4. Okay, so I hope you have cleared with this concept. Now let me show the code that will clear you more. So firstly I will show it in Java, then we will move to the Python. Okay guys, this is Java code. I will send this code in my Telegram channel. You can collect from there. Link in the description. Okay, so let's first understand what we are doing. So I am taking info from buffer reader. Okay, and we have created a array list. We will store all prime between 1 to 10 to the power 6. So I have first added prime list dot add 2, that is 2 is a prime number. Okay, so here I am iterating a loop from I equal to 3 to 10 to the power 6. In every iteration I am incrementing the value of I by 2, because we know that except 2 no one even number will be prime. So there is no sense to check that even number is prime or not. Okay, so that is why we are checking here only odd numbers. So this loop will iterate 10 to the power 3 times. In every iteration we will check if is prime I. If that will be prime, so we will add that prime into prime list array list. So here is the prime function. Okay, so int value will definitely be odd. Okay, so from I equal to 3 to, we will iterate math.sqrt of n plus 1, and in this also we will iterate the loop. We will increment the value of I by 2, because there is no even number, so that is why no sense to iterate it, increment it by 1. So we will increment it by 2. Okay, so from 3 to we will go to 5 and 7 and so on. If n modulo division I will be 0, so we will return false, otherwise we will return true. Okay, this is GCD of finding two number. This is GCD function, and here we are taking input, that is test cases, and we are iterating a while loop while t minus minus not equal to 0, and we have taken in every test case we will take input. We will first find the GCD, and we will store it in floor. We will take a variable time. We will store that value of time, and x factor we will calculate x by floor, and y factor we will calculate y by 4, and we will iterate a last loop, that is for I equal to 0, I less than m. So m value is 10, and we you know that less than 10 there was only 4 primes. Okay, so that is enough to iterate loop till m. Okay, so in every iteration we will take the value of that is I value 0, so we will get the value of first prime, that is 2. Okay, so prime list dot get of 0, so it will return 2. So first we will check if prime number greater than equal to m, so it will violate our first rule, so we will break from this loop. Otherwise we will go here and we will check while x factor modulo division prime number double equal to 0. That means we are finding that prime factor of that number, that is x factor. Okay, in previous case we have seen that there were 4. Okay, so if suppose x factor was 4, so 4 modulo division prime number is 2, so 4 modulo division 2 double equal to 0, condition is true. So we will, what we will do, we will do 4 by equal to 2. So x factor will now store 2, and the time value will increment by 1. Okay, again it will check 2 modulo division 2 double equal to 0, condition is true, so it again it will 2 equal 2 division equal to 2. So now x factor will store 1, and time value will increment by 1, so time value will become 2. So like that we will calculate the value of time. Okay, so same like that we will do with y factor also. And there is one case, if x factor double equal to 1 and y factor double equal to 1, that means we have reached, we have meet to the floor, so we there is no sense to iterate this loop more, so we will break from here. And after this loop, exit from this loop, if we will check if x factor double equal to 1 and y factor double equal to 1, that means we have met, so we will print the value of time and with a space floor, otherwise we will print -1. Okay guys, this is Python code. So we have defined a isPrime method that will check the number is prime or not. We have imported a module that is math. So there is an inbuilt function GCD, so we will use that to find the GCD. Here we are taking input prime list, and we have appended the value of 2, and we iterate a loop that from 3 to 10 to the power 6 for finding every prime between 1 to 10 to the power 6. And in every iteration we will increment the value of I by 2, because there is no sense to check the number is prime or not. That we know that even number will never be prime except 2. Okay, so that is why from 3 to we will go to 5 and 7 and so on. Okay, and in every here we are iterating a loop, and we are taking input that is x y m, and we will find the first GCD, and we will store the x factor that is x by floor and y factor that is y by floor, and we are declared a variable, we will store time in it. And there is we iterate last loop, that is for I in range 0 to m. So m value in our previous case m value was 10, so in less than 10 there was only 4 primes. So this is enough to iterate loop from I to, that is 0 to m. Okay, in every iteration what we will do, we will take a prime number, that is prime list of I. So initially I value was 0, so it will return 2. So if 2 greater than equal to 10, so it will violate the rule, so we will break from this loop, otherwise we will iterate and we will check the time, to how much time it will take to reach to the floor number, that is here is the floor number. Okay, so like that we will calculate. In last we have checked a condition, that is if x factor double equal to 1 and y factor double equal to 1, that means we have met to the required floor. Okay, so we will break from this loop, and after breaking again we will check if x factor double equal to 1 and y factor double equal to 1, so we will print the time with floor number, and otherwise we will print the -1, and in every iteration we will decrement the value of t by 1. So I hope you have understood, and you can collect this code from my Telegram channel, and please subscribe my YouTube channel and like this video for more tutorial. Stay tuned. Thanks for your time. See you in the next video.